So I want to talk about the video that is floating around on social media. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to play it right now.
Shut down a rally outside the Prime Minister's office on Saturday. The pro-Palestine activists were working to shut down the non-expo rally. I was wrong.
Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! That's all you care about. That's all you care about.
Palestine!
That's all you care about. That's a disgrace.
Palestine!
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Why are you here?
Right.
Then you should be standing by us.
She's that way.
Palestine, on here.
Absolutely disgusting.
Ceasefire now!
Animal rights now! Animal rights now! Animal rights now!
Ceasefire now!
Animal rights now!
Also read it. The Arab Public Duty there, which was an essay written by the poet John Milton, arguing for freedom of speech.
One of them was our volunteer.
Activists for Palestine actually had the nerve to go into an animal rights event and start protesting for Palestine in an animal rights event. This is problematic because you can't steal from one movement just to bring light onto another. As I've said before, a fight against one injustice is a fight against all injustice. At least that's the way it should be. And I'm just going to go ahead and make this clear. Just because you're against the violence that Israel is committing onto Palestine doesn't mean that you are against genocide as a whole. And the reason for this is, if you are truly against genocide, then veganism would have already crossed your mind. The majority of human beings have animals at the back of their minds, and they want to forget that they're even eating an animal, which is why they misshape their bodies and use euphemisms for them. They still know deep down that they are eating an animal, and if that never concerned them, are they really concerned with ending genocide, or are they just concerned now that it's happening to a group of humans? Now, you've seen the videos that I've made about Palestine, and I'm very passionate about ending the violence and just spreading as much information as I can, because as you guys saw, another self-proclaimed activist in the movement is taking up for Israel and spreading false information, and that would be Vegan Gains and Avi. Now, not to make the topic about them, but the nerve that these activists had to go into this animal rights event and try and disrupt it and take light off of the animal holocaust, genocide, all these words describe what happens to animals, and then to put it onto humans. These activists did the absolute best they could to shut these people down, because as you can see, they got into an argument in the midst of while they were protesting, because the activist, as you can see in the video, is showing that he's literally wearing a bracelet that shows that he supports Palestine, right? Now, where's her bracelet that shows she supports animal rights? Where's her bracelet that shows that she's truly against genocide when it comes in all forms? You're against the genocide of a group of people or humans in general. Just because you protest for Palestine does not mean you are anti-genocide. The only true people who are anti-genocide, anti-murder, anti-mass slaughter, anti-Holocaust are people who are vegan. This is just the reality. The majority of humans, especially the ones who have time to be out here in the streets protesting, do not need to eat animals to sustain themselves. They have access to fruits and vegetables to sustain themselves. They do not have to wear the skins of animals. They do not have to use animal tested products. Is it that hard to go into a store and look at the back of a lotion bottle and see that it has the cruelty-free vegan logo and choose that instead of a product that's been tested on an animal, rats that have to be drowned just for a useless test, or a rabbit as a test subject who has to have chemicals dipped into their eyes? This is something that never crossed your mind once again. Then sure, you may be an activist for Palestine, but you sure as hell are not an activist against genocide or Holocaust. Now, if there's one thing that I do hope for, and is a possibility, is that these Palestinian activists actually thought about what they were doing and the event that they were protesting and realized I'm a hypocrite. I really am a hypocrite, and do their research and eventually go vegan to align their actions with their morals. Because to be protesting against children being murdered in Gaza, which is the right thing to do, but then be eating dead baby animals and then stealing their milk as a full grown adult, it doesn't make any sense, and you can't say that it makes sense. Now, there's always going to be those narcissists, those human narcissists in the comment sections that say you can't compare what animals endure to humans because simply because I was born a human, that means my life mattered more. You know, that's good logic. I guess white people matter more than black people just because they were born white. It's the same exact logic. Speciesism and racism is the same exact logic. It's really sad and frustrating that these two groups, animal rights and Palestine, aren't clicking together. Why should it be a conflict between two groups that are fighting for justice? We're fighting for non-killing, you're fighting for non-killing. But you want to pick and choose who deserves to die and who doesn't deserve to die. So animals deserve to die because we've been eating them for a long time, we've grown up doing it, and it's for your convenience. But Palestinian people don't deserve to die, right? And they don't. I'm not saying they do. But for the same reasons that Palestinian people don't deserve to die, animals don't deserve to die. What if Israel wanted to eat Palestinian people? What if they want to rape Palestinian people, which they are doing? Does that somehow justify it? No. So it doesn't justify it when you want to do it to animals. It doesn't matter what species it is. It doesn't matter if it's not another human being. You are taking another sentient being who can think, feel, and has their own intentions for their lives, and you are doing what you please with them. If you are an activist for Palestine and you do not get this logic, then I do not see how in any way, shape, or form you are for justice. You became an activist on October the 7th when you heard the genocide happening to Palestine, and within a couple of months from now, you're not going to speak on it ever again. Now, I've spoken on animal rights for years and years and years, so I'm not just putting up a front, and I'm going to continue to speak on it for years and years and years to come. But if you are truly against genocide, violence, mass murder, Holocaust, you name it, you will be vegan. It's just that simple. There's absolutely no reason why Palestinian activists for Palestine and animal rights activists shouldn't be fighting together and for the same cause. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. So let me know your thoughts on this video down below, and let me know any details you thought I left out. Be sure to like, share, and support so that way I can keep these videos rolling. It really helps out the channel to maintain growth, so I'd very much appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.